Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope that your week was incredible. And look, like I told you in my last video, this channel right here is for my journey into self-discipline. And by doing that, I hope that you'll be able to follow me and that you're able to join on that train too, because I know sometimes we suffer from a lack of discipline in the things that we wanted to do. So today what I'm going to talk about is the 3 acronyms that I created a few months ago that with this journey that I'm living by. And it's it's my 3Ds, and they are doing, discipline, daily. Doing, discipline, daily. Okay, this is what I'm living by in this journey. So what does that look like? Okay, so one of the things that's helping me with my discipline is setting daily goals that I can follow. That's number one. Setting daily goals the day before for the next day that I can follow. Goal number one for me, that's going to be an everyday goal for myself, even though if it's a daily goal, but I'm going to keep it up there, is keeping my word. I'm going to keep my word. What does keeping my word look like? Being on time to things. How does that look? How does that look with us being on time to things? Because I know sometimes a lot of us struggle with timeliness. We do. We struggle with timeliness and being able to get to places on time, because we're like, man, we're scrambling to find out what we're going to wear. We're scrambling to find the directions. Something always happens where we're missing a shoe. Are we doing our hair and it doesn't quite work the way that we want it to work? Or for ladies, they're putting on your makeup and it ain't quite makeuping the way that you wanted the makeup in. So what do those things look like? How does that look? Being on time to things. That's a major thing. Being on time. That's keeping my word that I'm going to start being on time to things that I said that I was going to be there. Hey, if you said the event started at 3, if I'm not doing something, if it's not handling business, because I don't want you guys to start beating yourself up. If somebody tells you, hey, this event starts at 4, okay, sometimes you might be working. Sometimes you might be doing something that takes away that time. That's important. And the event is till like 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Give yourself room. Give yourself grace. You still on your mindset, okay, you know what? I have to do this right here, but I'll get there about like 5:30. I'm letting you know what time I'm going to get there because I have something to do. You have it in your head what time you're going to get there. You put it in your calendar, whatever you got to. You handle your business, you get there at 5:30 down. You kept your word for the time you wanted to be there. So that's one of the things that I said that I follow. Following the plan. Like I said, we're keeping our word. I'm keeping my word. What else does that look like of me keeping my word? I set an alarm to wake up at a certain time in the morning. And why do I do that? Because I want to have me time. I need to have me time. So what does me time look like? That might look like praying. That might look like meditating for myself. Exercising. Making sure that I have those things together and I have a peace of mind before I start my day. Because if my day isn't started correctly, it's just a whole bunch of baggage going on. What does baggage mean? It's a bunch of clutter. It's a bunch of clutter in my brain. So I have to get up, and in order for me to be able to be prepared for that day, I need to get up and I need to pray and I need to meditate. I need to have time to myself. A lot of times what happens is if we're getting up and we're rushing to get somewhere, guess what? We have anxiety because it's like, oh my God, I don't want to be late. And then we have confusion because it's like, oh my God, you might have left something. What am I going to wear? What, you know what I'm saying? This goes on along with being on time. What am I going to wear? I don't know what I'm wearing, or I left something. I left a badge, or I you know what I'm saying? I might have left the hat that I said that I was going to wear, or if I'm going to a meeting, I might have left the paperwork that I that I needed to go to this meeting with, or my folder, or my briefcase, or whatever you take, my iPad, whatever it is that you take. You may leave it, or you're rushing. Getting up in the morning in enough time to pray and to meditate and to exercise, whatever that looks like. A couple of jumping jacks, some push-ups, get some yoga, stretching, and clearing your mind and saying, okay, I got my time that I needed to get out the way. Now let's get this day started. And by doing that, everything is uncluttered. It is. It's just uncluttered. Because when we're setting our goals, where is setting our goals? Guess what? The day before, we already have what we want to wear. We already have where we're going. We already have how, the things that we're going to take. We have that in a certain area. Like I said earlier, we want to put our things that we want to take in a certain area so that we're not rushing. So that night before or the day before, we have everything together in this area. And you might got young kids, hey, don't touch this. They say, okay, mommy, daddy. Sometimes they might touch it, but 9 times out of 10, they're not going to touch it. So we have that set. My mind is clear for the day. Okay, what am I doing today? Me, myself, I'm starting, like I said, this journey of recording on YouTube. So therefore, how does it look? Keeping my word. The next thing, journaling. Meaning, I have to be able to know what I'm going to say on these videos. I'm not saying I don't write a script. I really honestly don't. I'll do some bullet points, and I have my bullet points behind me. I might do some bullet points so that I'm not rambling. And I might be rambling right now, but the more I do this, the better I'm going to get. But I have bullet points to where I know where I need to go and how it needs to look. So when I say, hey, let's get this day together, I'm getting my day together. Hey, look, there is an app, because I need you guys to download this app. It's really awesome. It's called Forest. And in this app of Forest, it helps you to keep time. It helps you to put away your phone, get off of social media. It just helps you to focus on whatever you need to focus on, that whatever task that it is. So I'm writing, I'm journaling, I'm writing my script out for the video that I'm going to create. Whatever it is, I don't care if you're writing blogs or if you're writing a book, and it takes you 30 minutes to an hour. This app that you download will honestly let you set the time that you need. And this ain't a paid ad. This is just something that I feel like that on this journey of self-discipline, that can be helpful for you as it's helpful for me. It allows you to put a time in. It allows you to basically say what your time is going, what it is for, the caption or the title of what it's for. So me, I have a 25 minutes timer set, and it's building like a tree. Now you're saying like, what? That might not help me. It really honestly does, because it's building this tree from the ground up. So it's like the seed is planted, it's starting to sprout, and it's showing you the different levels. And a lot of us, we're competitive. Let's just be honest. If we're entrepreneurs or whatever it is, in some form we're a little bit competitive. Pokemon Go, whatever it is, whatever the trend is, this thing is letting you build a tree, and you're each day you're building this tree, and you're doing what you have to do. You can't pick up your phone or start scrolling, because once you get off of that app, the tree is dead. You failed your mission, and then you're able to come back on there and restart it. But guess what? A lot of times you don't want to. Okay, I have journaling to do. Like I said, whatever it is, I have this time that I need set aside to do what I have to do, and I'm gonna do it. And by the time that buzzer goes off, you've done your journaling, you've done your blog, like I said, you've done your script or your bullet points, or however you want to do it. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. You're writing a book. You however many minutes or hours you want to spend on that thing, you're able to set this app, and it's able to it gives you a little competitive edge as far as, you know what, I'm gonna get this done. And it's working for me, because I want to build that tree. I want to build this fort. It gives you like a little square plat, and it's grass, and you want to build this fort. So each day you're building these trees, and you want to accomplish something. Okay, so look, that, like I said, that's what that looks like. My next thing that I'm focusing on, small things. I think a lot of times the problem with us with the self-discipline is we're trying to tackle the major things. Oh, I want to save $10,000 by this time. I'm not that good with saving money, but I'm going to save $200 every week for my paycheck. Or we don't have to go there. And whatever situation that you feel like that might be something that's big, that you just say, I'm going to jump right in, and that's going to help me be disciplined. Nah, man. Let's be honest. Let's start with the small things. One small thing is waking up at a certain time that you set. Waking up at a certain time that you set. So if you set an alarm for 4 a.m., and guess what? Okay, I'm going to wake up at that time. Like I told you earlier, if I set that alarm for 7 a.m., I'm going to set 4 alarms before that time. That's going to help me start to get my brain in order to say, okay, I need to start waking up. So each alarm that wakes up, I'm getting out of realms of sleep, and I'm starting to come to. So by the time that last alarm before the main alarm hits up, your eyes are open, and you're like, okay. So that 4 o'clock alarm hits, okay, let's tackle the day. Even if you get out of that bed groggy, you got out of the bed. Get out the bed, sit, turn around, let your feet touch the ground. Let your feet touch the earth. To get yourself said, okay, I'm waking up. That's something that's small. Because when you start doing it, even if you fail on one day, don't beat yourself up. You got the next day to set it at that time at 4. Don't say, oh man, I woke up at 5. Okay, you woke up at 5. Get up. Get up. You still got the next day. Still accomplish what you can at 5 o'clock. That's something that say, you know what, tomorrow is another day. I'm going to accomplish waking up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. We're not going to beat ourselves up. The small things. Say it with me. Say the small things. So, praying, meditating. When I say praying, meditating, a lot of people, they feel like, okay, I need an hour or 2 to pray and meditate. Sometimes when we first start not doing this thing, it might only be 5 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes. Because that's we're just starting. We're starting off small. Give it 5 or 10 minutes. I remember this lady that I ran into. She was telling me. She said, "Hey," she said, "Look, when you're doing certain things," she was telling me we're praying. She said, "Look, you got to read your word or whatever it is, or whatever you're doing, reading a book." She said, start off small. Read for 5 minutes. Said read for 5 minutes and do that for a while, maybe a week. And she said increase it start increasing it every week. Go from 5 to 10, 10 from 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. And guess what? It's gonna start becoming more and more that muscle is starting to get better. We're building that muscle up in our brain. So we're like, okay, bet. I used to be able to me myself, I read, and I use an app because I'm dyslexic, but I used to only read for a couple of minutes, and I would put the book down. Now I can read for about an hour without a problem, with no problems whatsoever. So like I said, that helps. That thing helps. Praying, meditating, reading a couple of pages of a book, that whatever book that's helping you. I'm not talking about any old book, because we need to start feeding our minds. So right now I'm reading I just started reading the laws of the 48 laws of power, and I have to read a couple of pages of that book each day. I'm reading a couple of pages of that book. So even if it's for you, guess what? Even if it's a page, I don't care. Even if the page is a paragraph, it doesn't matter. I don't care. It can be a paragraph. Let it be a paragraph. But guess what? You're starting to accomplish something, even if it's small. We want to do the small things and build up to the bigger things. Okay? Let's start small and let's build to the bigger things. Alright? So, the next thing I want to tell yourself is, man, give yourself your wins and your losses. Give yourself some wins and your losses. So each week, what I'm doing is, what I'm going to start doing is, and I would hope that you would join me in this, those wins and those losses. Give yourself your wins. What did I accomplish this week? Hey man, 4 out of the 7 days, or 5 out of 7 days, I woke up at 4 o'clock. I bet. I read a paragraph. I read a page each day from this book. Okay, bet, cool. I exercise, even if I did a couple of push-ups. I did some jumping jacks. I exercised. I missed a couple of days, but I did it. Okay, cool. Hey, that's a win. That is a win. That is not a loss. All right? To me, that is not a loss. That's a win. That's a big win. Your losses is something that you feel like you can improve on. What can I improve on? Okay, bet. So from that one page, I'm going to go to 2 pages this week. Or I said, like I said, I did a 4 out of 7 days. This week I'm gonna do it the whole 7 days. So you know what I'm saying. If you might feel like that's a loss, okay, cool. Because I didn't do the 7 days that I planned. I only did 4 out of 7 days. I still, like I said before, I still want you to celebrate that as a win. But if you want to, you can incorporate it and say, hey, that's a loss to me too, because I didn't do my full 7 days. Bet, cool, okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. I want you to give yourself some wins, for the simple fact, if we always give ourselves losses, we will never be, we'll lose our minds. We'll always be down. We'll always be like, man, I lost this week. I didn't do that good. Yes, you did. For the simple fact that you let your feet touch the earth at 4 a.m., 4 to 7 days is a win, because you just started. The simple fact that you read this book, this help book that's helping you. You read a page. You know what I'm saying? And you might have missed one day. I don't care. The simple fact that you did it, that's a win. We're not gonna beat ourselves up. We don't want to beat ourselves up over something that we just started. Give yourself the victories, as well as improving on the losses that you have. All right. Hey, look, I want to say, to me, my discipline is, let me give you mine. Consistency. Consistency starts with me on Facebook, not Facebook, on this platform on YouTube, making my videos, making sure that I make my videos, planning them the correct way. Like I said, I had bulletin points on behind me. Some stuff I might have stumbled over, but I'm not gonna. I'm not about to beat myself up on, you know what I'm saying, stumbling over some words. I'm just starting on this thing. It's gonna be some bad videos. It's gonna be some good videos. But the longer I keep in the consistency, the more I'm consistent, guess what? I'm going to be able to get better at this thing. So I'm not going to beat myself up. So that's a win for me. Okay? Today is my second video. Let me just tell you how I want to do, because I want to be held accountable too. I'm going to do 2 videos a week. So Tuesday and Fridays, my videos should come out. So on Monday, I should be making my videos. That way the next day I can edit it, and it'll be out on Tuesday. on Wednesday or Thursday, I'll do my video so that Friday it can be out. It'll be edited. I can edit it, and then on Friday it's gonna be out. It might not be the best editing because I'm still learning, and that's good. But like my boy told me, he said, hey, just put the video out, because I was struggling with my first video with the thumbnail. Because I've heard the thumbnails gotta be popping, and I know it still does. I know the thumbnail, that's how you drive more attention to yourself. But guess what? I had to stop worrying about doing the thumbnail. He said, man, it's your first video, just put it out. And guess what? I had already edited the video. I was just struggling over that thumbnail. I went on and uploaded the video. I got 97 views on it, which is awesome to me. It's awesome to me. I got 97 views. I'm not gonna beat myself up. Even if I get 5 views on this one right now, I'm still gonna be encouraged. I'm still gonna upload, because I know this is the way and the path that I'm gonna be going. All right. So look, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. I know y'all saw the little lint flying past this clear Samsung camera. For all my iPhone users that like to clown. But look, hey, like I said, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Start your journey. Let's start with the small stuff. Trust me, after a while it's gonna be big. You're gonna look up and it's gonna be major, big stuff that you're gonna be disciplined in. All right, y'all have a good one. Like I said, Mr. NTL, Mr. Never Too Late. I'm out. Peace.